Good morning. My name is Daniel Rosenthal. It's quite early here in the morning in Israel. It's 6:30, and even on a Friday, I'm awake. Decided to make a little live feed, see how that works. Going to talk about Index Ventures, which is a venture capital company, and they have invested $60 million in five Israeli startups since last October. And this was published in the 15th of July of this year. So we're talking about since October 2023 when the war started. They've already invested 60 million and they've raised 2.3 billion for two new funds just focused on artificial intelligence, which is on my last video and last few videos, 2 3 videos. I mentioned that if your company isn't like primarily centered around or built around AI or selling AI or has AI in it, you're probably not gonna raise too much money. So let's talk about the companies. And is it going to tell me, or is it one of these non-articles with just a cool and fancy headline? So there is not a link to these five companies, which is super disappointing. So let's just see if we can find them. Where did they invest in? Okay, they have Link Security, which they invested $33 million in. What do they do? Real quickly, revolutionize identity security and governance. I may have already talked about these people because this sounds very familiar, but of course, like everybody's doing this kind of stuff. Wow. They even got money from the founders of Wiz, which is another cybersecurity company. So I guess Wiz doesn't see them as competition. Let's see about another company that they got, that Index Ventures. Can we even get a list of their portfolio investments? Mm, Cannot seem to find more information very easily, which is a little bit disappointing. See who we can find. Nope, not easy sometimes to get this information. I'm not going to give up. See if I can actually get to these companies. Maybe on LinkedIn, of all places. It's just the same post over and over and over again. They invested in a company called Revolt. Um, it's a banking. They are a bank company. It's a fintech. Wow, they've been growing its workforce. They have about 8,000 people to 11,500 by the end of 2024. And they also have crypto trading on their platform, which I thought was something that nobody was doing really, but it seems that it's real. Don't want to get too much into that right now. Let's see who else they've invested in. Well, this did not go off on a good start because they're not like really disclosing in a very easy way. Let's just go to the website. Let's just skip the chase here. Uh, so this is just a list of companies. I mean, they've listed some of these are not anymore. What would you call it? They're not startups. I mean, they're Wiz is was almost bought by Google for 23 billion. A company called Trustpilot, Squarespace, Slack, Revolt, Robinhood, Etsy, Figma, Notion, Dropbox. I mean, these guys, if you get backing by Index Ventures, you're in super good company. See all, I mean, this is just insane. Some of these companies. Um, wow, I didn't realize how many companies they've invested in. Uh, well, so that's, I guess, it's a really long list. If you just go to their website that they've backed, this is a gigantic firm with tons of successes. And there's an interesting connection because I believe Adalom, which was acquired by Microsoft, has many of the teams and the people who eventually went to Wiz. So there's even crossover between some of the companies here. I'm sure that's not the only one. Well, I guess this has not been a great live stream, but that's the way it goes sometimes because it's live. So bye.